Tell me about yourself.
My name is Sofia Spadotto. I'm a freshman at Temple University. I'm a management and information systems major, and I'm here because I spent a lot of time in high school doing sort of a lot of honor societies, a lot of clubs, anything there was to get involved in, I did that. And as a result, I was an officer in the National Art Honor Society and the vice president and section leader in the marching band. As a leader of the National Art Honor Society, we did a lot of charity event planning, which involved keeping constant contact with people who needed our services, making the event happen, which meant planning, financing, getting volunteers, and then participating in the event and set up, tear down, that kind of thing. And a lot of the times I'd also be documenting this as well as participating in it. And then in the band, I did a lot of stuff where we would try and welcome the freshmen and get everyone to be involved so they felt like they were a part of something bigger than themselves, which normally helps people get comfortable with being in a new group setting. So I'm looking forward to getting to that point in my life again where I can hopefully lead people and make them feel as comfortable as I've been made to feel in a lot of those situations. So yeah.
Tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life.
So while I served as the vice president of the marching band, our program was dying. No one wants to be in the marching band anymore. So a lot of what we did was going around to the schools and encouraging kids to pursue their musical passions and all that kind of fun stuff, and showing them that marching band wasn't a nerdy thing. It was kind of a family, and we had goals and we accomplished them and that kind of thing. So once we got those kids recruited, then you'd have to start from scratch, teaching them drill and music and how to put it all together. So it was stressful, and every year you started over again, which was fine. And I served as the drumline section leader, which meant I had to lead these stereotypically dumb students. Many of the kids struggled academically, and so a lot of the time they'd be academically ineligible, unfortunately, to perform. So a lot of what we had to do was tutor these kids and encourage them to try to get other tutoring, to talk to their teachers in order to continue with the marching band. So I had about 3 of these kids my junior year who were really struggling to pass their freshman year, and one of them was pretty good on the bass drum, and I encouraged him to try a different kind of drum, and he's like, oh no, I don't want to step on anyone's toes who are older than me. And I said, just try it. And so we had him try the quads, and the next year he took over the quad spot, and my senior year he was doing much better in school, had kind of established himself. He wrote me a letter thanking me for guiding him on the right path and pushing him to try a new instrument, despite the fact that it was kind of a senior thing to do. So making an impact on one person is really cool. I value that a lot. So yeah, that is my greatest accomplishment.
Tell me about something you've learned in class.
Something I've learned in class. Alrighty, well, as a management and information systems major, I know that I like technology, I like working with it, and I like making sure that every project I do kind of involves it, because I see no point in not. So when I did my corporate analysis, which was a project in which we chose a company, a public company, and studied all their inner workings, all their higher ups, wrote about 8 pages on a company called On Deck, which is a financial technology company. I didn't choose it for any reason in particular other than I saw the name somewhere and I knew it incorporated technology. So I did some research on that, and it turned out that they were an independent credit company for small businesses. So what they aimed to do was use data analysis to figure out how much in a loan they could give to small businesses to help people get off the ground, that kind of thing. So that led me to research other types of financial technology, which I didn't even know was an industry, but it is. And there's actually a lot of other tech industries such as marketing technologies, and I actually just attended a lecture by Paul Lima, the owner of the Lima Consulting Group, where he talked about marketing technology and financial technology. So I've developed an interest in this through Petrucci's leadership class, and while reading the Wall Street Journal, I actually found an article that talked about how Cornell University is starting to push their liberal arts and humanities majors into their STEM programs in order to get their perspective on technology, to talk about issues such as ethics and bringing in like the human part of technology and how we can use technology but still use it in a way that values people and human interaction. So that sort of thing is something I'm really interested in, and through this class I've been able to discover that about myself.